Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruth and I am an English pronunciation teacher. If you're new here, you're welcome, and you might want to consider subscribing so that you don't miss any updates I'll be bringing your way. Today we're going to be talking about goal setting for English learners. Now, goal setting is crucial to stay motivated, track your progress, and ensure a high level of success. That is why we need goals. Now, in setting goals, here are two things that you should avoid. Number one is setting goals that are not measurable. For example, when you say something like, my goal for the year is I want to improve on my pronunciation. Now, that is a goal, but very vague. So how do we measure your improvement? What area do you want to improve upon? So we can't measure that, right? So make sure your goal is measurable. Number two, make sure you do things that focus on your goal. For example, I say I want to learn receive pronunciation, and then I then go and do something like I watch things, or I focus very much on things that do not improve my pronunciation. That will be counterproductive. If you want to improve on receive pronunciation, then you should focus on things that would improve receive pronunciation. How do I set goals, or what are the things I should do when I'm setting goals? Number one, make your goals time bound. Have a start date and a stop date, right? So, for example, I want to learn receive pronunciation in the next 3 months. I want to learn to speak clearer in the next 2 weeks. I want to be confident when I'm conversing with my colleagues at work. That is very, very specific. And then I want to do it in 2 weeks. That is time bound. So ensure that your goal is time bound. The next thing you want to do is to set a realistic goal. Now, there can be an enthusiasm that comes with wanting to learn. You're so happy, you're so excited, and then you set really outrageous goals that somewhere in your head you're like, can this really work? Now, I'm not saying the whole, if your dream is not big, you can't see it. Or no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, when you're setting a goal as an English learner, be realistic. Your goal should be challenging, but then it should be realistic, something that is achievable. Based on all I'm saying, let's have a goal. Let me get a goal. So my goal is in the next 3 months. So this gives me a start and stop date. In the next 3 months, I want to be able to converse confidently with my colleagues at work. So that is very specific. That is measurable. How can I measure? I'll measure the success of my goal when I can comfortably have conversations with my colleagues. So how do I go about making this goal come to pass? So the first thing I want us to do, or the only thing I want us to do, is we're going to borrow a leaf from Brian Tracy's book, Eat That Frog. I read the book and it really helped me to make major changes in my life and my career. So what he said, which I followed, was look at an area of your life and where you want to improve, and then write out 10 ways you can achieve that. So we're going to turn this into a question. We're going to turn the goal into a question, which is, how can I, in the next 3 months, become very confident in conversing with my colleagues at work? So we're going to write 10 ways, like 10 answers, to help us achieve the goal. At the end of writing them down, what you do is every single day, do one thing that would help you to move closer to your goal. Do one thing that'll help you to move closer to your goal. So I'm just going to brainstorm right now. So how do I become more confident with my colleagues at work? Number one, I have to work on my self-confidence, right? Most likely I'm feeling inferior at work. Maybe I'm not a native speaker, so I feel like I'm very shy. I'm very, introverted because of the way I sound. Maybe I have an accent, maybe not. So the first thing I'll do is education. I'll educate myself on, confidence as a person. I'll educate myself on confidence as a person. I'll watch a lot of videos. I'll talk to people about, how I feel about myself. That's the first one. Then the second thing I'll do is to talk to my friends more. I'll talk to my friends more. I'll ensure that I strike conversations with them, icebreakers, maybe a lunch break. I'll talk to them intentionally. The third thing I'll do is I'll have a lot of education, conversations. If I'm not a native speaker, I'll watch a lot of English tutorials, like how to introduce myself, like how to ask for directions, right? So I'll do a lot of that. And then for my particular work, I'm going to also do some research about vocabulary, about words in my area of work, and learn what they mean so that I can use them in my conversation. So this list can be in any order at all. It doesn't have to be like something you're going to follow one after the other. If you want to do that, fine, but then just make sure they're 10. And then every single day, this is really important, this is very crucial. If you don't do this, then every other thing is useless. Every single day, do one particular thing from the list that would help you improve. Do one thing that would help you move closer to the goal. So at the end of the 90 days, I should have done everything on my list. And when I've done that, I'll definitely improve. I've tested this method and it works. And how do I know that? I'm sitting here doing my YouTube channel. So it works for me, and I'm sure it's going to work for you. So make your goal specific, make it time bound, make it measurable, and then turn it into a question. Write 10 ways you can answer the question, and every single day do one thing from the list to move closer to your goal. That is it, guys. I can't wait to hear your success stories. My name is Ruth. If you've not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.